Okay, there we go. The lights. What's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Aftermath. What we're going to talk about today is, of course, the results of yesterday's WWE Crown Jewel, and also injury report that got something to do with like from someone from the main event. I'll just put it that way. Talk about that. Wrestling news and a little bit of the Bucks news that they are still undefeated. So like their real test will be this coming week, being on the road. So we'll see about that. Anyways, let's start with the results from Crown versus Brock. The ending was, Brock was in the hurt lock. Bobby Lashley had Brock in the hurt lock, and Brock tried to get himself out of there, so he just like kicked the turnbuckle, well, try to kick himself off the hand. But I don't know. I think Lashley one of his shoulders was up, just from what it looks like. But Brock had pinned him from that on one, two, three. And after the match, Lashley put him back in the hurt lock. And so, of course, this feud is not over. And plus, like, I might as say Brock Lesnar finally got even from what happened to him at the Royal Rumble. Um, so, the Dakota Kai and Io Sky for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Of course, Alexa Bliss and Asuka did win it this past Monday, and so Dakota Kai and Io Sky got back the titles by pinfall. So yeah, but we don't know. Up next, Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Cross in the steel cage. Drew McIntyre won. He got out the cage first. So Ripley, of course. Tomorrow just to see what they're gonna do with that situation. Now I think this feud is now over either. Braun Strowman is almost it wasn't long, but it was like a strength versus strength match. You might as well just say something like that. Strowman did get almost up with the power slam, although almost had got slammed him like a few times. But Braun Strowman, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match, the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes, Rich Holland and Butch. Um, Not that bad of a match, but the Usos still won. Belair being the last woman standing match. Excuse me, for the Raw Women's Championship. I don't know. I thought this match was like very, very interesting. Like, somewhat creative. What they was doing with these matches. Some people said it was like the worst. Yeah, and Bianca Belair retained. So that I ain't gonna talk about that Bray Wyatt thing, but it was just like whatever. But the main event, Roman Reigns versus Paul Logan. I mean Logan Paul. I'm sorry. I remember looking at Paul Heyman and meant to say Logan Paul. So sorry about that. So, and that match could, I would say that match was match of the night. So normally I never say a main event was the match of the night, but this was the match of the night. And speaking of these two, Logan Paul ended up being injured, tore his meniscus, his ACL, and MCL. Yeah, ouch. Apparently, it was in the middle of the match, but he didn't look like it. He kept going. So amazing that he did that. So, yeah, amazing. Of course, Roman Reigns, of course, did retain. Of course, he hit him with the spear, and that was it. Everybody was trying to interfere, and his brother, Jake Paul, was trying to help him out. And Guess it was not. The Roman Reigns match, I was right. Bianca Belair, I was right. Brock Lesnar, I was right. The, the women's tag team title match, I was wrong about. Um, so it was the women's tag team championship match and the six-man tag match. I got wrong. So yeah, only two matches I got wrong. But their next pay per view, of course, is like 20 days from Saturday, so 20 days away. So yeah, should be interesting. And they did promote the Survivor Series during the pay per view, and they still keeping it as War Games. So we don't know like if they're gonna have they said they was gonna do one male War Game match and and the other would be like a women's War Games match. But are they gonna still do the traditional Survivor Series match in other matches? Which, in my opinion, I think they should. But we'll see how that go. Um, let's see. Nick Aldis announced. Just get a little bit of some news. Nick Aldis announced he's leaving NWA because his contract expired in January. It was I guess they just. I guess they were going to different. Some people ain't happy. Some people think he might sign with WWE or maybe he'll go back to Impact. Who knows what's going to happen? He has excuse me. He held the NWA World Title twice. One he held it for like a year. His first reign. His second reign was like about 3 years. So yeah, it was just like shocking that he was holding it for that long. But yeah, I don't know. When y'all think he would go? So y'all let me know the comment on the chat. Where y'all think he's gonna go? It said at one point in 2019 he tried to sign with AEW wanted him, but he declined. Let's see. First, they thinking Chelsea Green may return back to the WWE, and they was mentioning that they got little plans for her. So yeah, Bianca Belair made her WWE Crown Jewel gear on the road. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what else. Trying to see if there's anything interesting in the news, which is probably not much. Um, Oh, they're talking about Aaron Carter. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, they did mention that Montez Ford and Bianca Belair is going to have a show on Hulu starting sometime in 2023. So it'll be on Hulu. Um, I don't know what information about that, so check that out. And I guess it was a surprise with AEW what they did. They signed Jeff Jarrett to like development or something, de- development or something like that. And also, he also does some going to be like the wrestler too. So yeah, so I guess that's why he didn't stay in WWE long when they offered him that deal. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Jay Cargill. If y'all follow her Twitter page, she was asking for like what gear she should wear for the full gear pay per view, which would be in not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. Um, who knows? And I did. You okay? The crazy thing, like I kind of suggested a Black Panther theme, since that movie will be out around that time too. I would have said Black Adam, but that movie did come out like a couple of weeks ago. But who knows? There's really ain't much to talk about. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's really ain't that much to talk about wrestling wise. So I can use. Let's see if I can. I'm probably gonna put one more news on there. Then yeah, I'm kind of doing the website at the same time. So yeah, me multitasking and talking to you guys. But I do have a question for you guys. Do you guys think that Sasha Banks is actually going to come back to WWE? Because they had all these rumors and stuff and going on and saying that she's coming back and whatever, whatever. And it seems like they're trying to make a bigger um like women's division. Like with some of these women coming back, especially y'all saw this past Friday and last week with Emma returning. Yeah, so it's like they really like pushing for women's wrestling. So which can't complain. It's really cool. Just leave that there. Let's get out of there. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday will be the probably nice day, so should be interesting. Um, Atlanta tomorrow. on the road to start their 3 game road trip. So they got Atlanta on Monday, they got Oklahoma City Thunder on Wednesday, and they got the San Antonio Spurs on Friday. So, like I said, there's no weekend games, like no Saturday or Sunday games until I think it's the 27th. The only weekend game they got this month will be they going against Dallas, and I think they're on the road. I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're still undefeated. They're 9-0. And like with yesterday's game when they're going against OKC, they did it without Giannis. And amazingly, they won without him, only like Drew Holiday, although Drew Holiday didn't score that much. But Brooke Lopez stepped up and scored, and Jordan Wova stepped up. It was like a couple of people on the bench step up, like Grayson Allen was on the bench for the first time this season because my job Beauchamp started in the starting lineup. Um, let's see. Yeah, it was just like insane. Like it was like times that was like a close game, and but yeah, it was actually like an interesting game because it could it did kind of show that OKC is kind of like for real with their record right now. They're 4-5 with that loss yesterday, but still, it's like they're hanging in there in the West. So, like I said, surprising teams is like was you know let's see, surprising teams that up there like Utah. That's the one team. Portland. They probably now in the second seed since they lost yesterday. So yeah, it's been a lot of craziness. And you got the Lakers and got the Nets that's kind of down there in Philly. Like wow, it's just insane that Philly is like low in that much, and they're gonna be worse because they got Joel Embiid and like Tyrese Maxey because James Harden is out for a month, and it just this is just the one of the weirdest seasons. No, no, this may be like the third weirdest season I ever seen. No, four. The two lockouts and the bubble, and this season. This has been, like I said, this has been one of the weirdest seasons I ever seen. Because you never expect some teams to go up, and you expect, and some teams that's supposed to go up, they went down, and teams that's supposed to be down are up. So yeah, it's crazy. Nobody, including myself, would not expect the Bucks to, be undefeated this far. But like everybody was saying, including I see it as well. Like they changed their defense scheme, and right now it's working. That's why they undefeated. And would they be would that streak continues? So with they face Atlanta tomorrow, and it's gonna be like one of their toughest ones. Yeah, like them, Thunder, it'll be tough. And the Spurs, which are doing pretty good, which we thought they was gonna be in the bottom, they're doing pretty good, and the Bucks got them on Friday. So this is crazy. So you know what I'm gonna do? What I got y'all on before I go. Standings. So I think there's still like a few games a game that's probably going on. Let's see. NBA to that's nice of them. NBA to stream all 15 election game. I mean all 15 election Eve game for free. So it seems like all teams are playing tomorrow. Um, okay, yeah, the Clippers and Utah's playing, and Utah's up by two, 68 to 66. And the funny thing is, the Bucks got Cleveland next week. Like not this week, but next week. So this will be interesting. Houston right now got the longest losing streak, and see, Golden State got the second longest losing streak. Um, Oklahoma City. Oh, they dropped because of that loss. Okay, you got for the play-in. You got San Antonio and Minnesota tied for ninth, and you got Pelicans and Clippers tied for seventh. Got Dallas Mavericks, and you got a Portland really dropped. Um, Portland is tied with Denver for the fourth seed. Um, Memphis and Utah are tied with they're 7-3, and they, as I mentioned, they both won their games today. And Phoenix is leading the conference, the Western Conference, with 7-2. So yeah, unbelievable. Let's see, got Orlando, Detroit, Charlotte, Miami. Of course, they lost one, and Washington dropped two. But oh wow, Miami, Washington, Philadelphia, and Brooklyn are tied for ninth place. With Brooklyn having the lead. Indiana and New York tied for seventh. Chicago did lose, so they still hang in there with the sixth seed. Toronto won their game today, so yeah, they're fifth. Boston and Atlanta are tied for third. Of course, Cleveland won. They're in second. They got an eight-game winning streak, and of course, the Milwaukee Bucks with the 9-0 with the nine-game winning streak. Your Dolphins won. They beat the Bears. She's a Miami fan, and like second favorite team is the Bears. So I know they're probably not going to go anywhere this season. But hold on, they're going to talk about the Bucks. Let me unfreeze this.
They extended their franchise best nine-game win streak to start the season.
It just shows our depth and how good of a team we truly are. And obviously Giannis is okay, so we're in a good place. But Coach Bud, he said before, it's kind of exciting. Giannis gets to rest. Refill his cup, and we get a chance to get better and see what we're like without Giannis on the court and get better in that way.
Tomorrow, the Golden Eagles will get their season going, hosting Radford downtown. For Shaka Smart, it's about keeping things simple as they build upon a long season. Monday's just.
That's good. Marquette starts tomorrow. That'd be interesting, but Yeah, and they said election eve, which would be tomorrow. Like they're gonna show all the games. They said it's like all like 15 games. So yeah, they can let go of their catcher. Talk about the Brewers. Yeah, they can let go of their catcher because yeah. Sorry. Let's go back to the NBA. And before I go, okay, there's okay now. Utah is still up by two in the third quarter. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because why not have like everybody play and they can have a a night off. Well, they're gonna have tomorrow off. So see, the Clippers and the Cavaliers are NBA TV and Phoenix and Philly on NBA TV tomorrow. So interesting games, but that'll be it for me. Like I said, thank you guys for watching tonight. Should be back on here next week. Yeah, can't forget about our sponsors. Art from the Heart. Check them out on Facebook. Moving Dudes. Check them out on Facebook. Actual Ink Design. Actualinkdesign.com. On Cheater Gun. Check them out. And if you like this, if you like this video, please give it a like and please subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more stuff that we can probably do with this channel. And also, look at our past videos too. Check them out, like from like wrestling stuff, or like some Buck stuff as well. So go ahead and check that out. Also, check out our website, wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. So get a chance, check that out. And once again, like I said, thank our sponsors and thank you guys for watching. The next time I think I'll be back on here will be tomorrow, talking about the Bucks and the Hawks game. So either the streak going to continue with the Bucks, or they're going to have suffered their first loss with the Atlanta Hawks. But hopefully Giannis will be back tomorrow. And I forgot to mention one more thing that Pat Connaughton will be on the road with them this week, so he may be ready to go like any of these games coming up. So we will see. Maybe Chris Middleton too, but although he's right now they say he's working out with the Wisconsin Herd, and we'll see what happens. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, y'all have a good night.